Page 138, Morning. This is a beautiful melody from the Peer Gynt Suite, one of them by Grieg. I would encourage you to go listen to the Peer Gynt Suites. A suite is a collection of pieces, and they're just beautiful. Just listen to the orchestra play this. They're not really presenting anything new here. We're using what we already know. Let's take a look and see what we got. Look it over. It's 2 pages long. The clef signs are still treble and bass clef, at least to start. They can change in the middle. I don't worry about that right now. It's just treble and bass to start. There's one flat in the key signature, so we're either in the key of F major or D minor. If we look at the end, we're here. It's an F major chord. I'm guessing we're in F major. Now, I could go into other keys in the middle, that kind of thing. I don't really worry about that. As far as the key signature go, I just want to have some idea what scale and arpeggio I should be working on for this. And this is F major or D minor, so you do them both. The scales and the arpeggios, yeah. Whether you do it 1 octave or 2 octave depends on where you are and how well you're doing them. And 3/4 time signature. Let's take it one hand at a time. The rhythm-wise is not really a problem, I don't think. Quarter notes and eighth notes. But we're moving around a bit and we got some accidentals to deal with. So right hand, you're here, then with 4th finger. And what we're going to do is cross over. The idea is we got 6 notes to cover with 5 fingers, and this is how they want to do it. Don't have to. We could have started here and then in measure 5 here, then do 2 here. But we could probably use the practice of crossing over the thumb, so I'll just leave the fingering where it is. We come up and do the same thing up here. Same melody. Except when you get to measure 15, it's here. Well, let's start at measure 12. You're here and then cross over, or cross under, cross something. And then thumb, then E. C sharp, B nut. Measure 16, you're ending here, and then measure 17, you just lift up and come down. Same thing here, except when you get to measure 20, the 8th notes. 2, 3, 1, 2. We changed hand positions. Because we have the F coming. And for measure 23, you can do this, okay. I have a habit of just reaching down with the 3rd. Because I don't cross over the thumb necessarily. However, you can practice. That's good practice. And then 4. It's an A major chord forever, and then we got some other chord. And then measure 33, just lift up and move up. This is a G. That's 4 ledger lines up. They tell you what it is. Doesn't hurt to take a pencil and write in the note G here. So you don't have to keep figuring it out. So it's here. And then now you're just playing the same notes down there. And then down here. Okay. That's the right hand. The left hand, let's see what it's up to. It's got chords F. And they're tied. Oh, this is going to be fun. Measure 6, bring the thumb up. And then down. Okay, this is great. Let's go to measure 13. It's here, and then measure 14. Bring thumb up, and then we come up to here. Back to the A major chord. We got that for a while. 18. And then measure 25. The left hand gets the melody. And we cross over. This is what, measure 30. Cross over. Then they give you a treble clef, because otherwise you got to read a lot of ledger lines. And it's easier just to change the clef sign and make it treble clef. It's a C chord, big deal. And then measure 38, you're up here. 1, 2, 3, and then later it's then the bass clef back. Okay, put the hands together. Okay, so here now I'm probably going to hesitate. That's okay. And this left hand now is tied. Has got to come up to do all that. So basically one hand is holding on and the other hand is having fun, and you're kind of taking turns as to which is which until you get toward the end. On measure 37, you're up here. It's broken C chord. That's all these are. Bring the left hand down here, ready to go. Or the right hand, it's got it, because it's a steady beat. 2, 3. The right hand. Again, right hand's here, ready to go. That way you only move in one hand. So I put the hands together, and then I go back over it slowly and get rid of the hesitations. Once I can do that, I add the articulation, which here it's connected. Just connect it as best you can. They have the slurs. No, we're not going to lift up before and after these slurs. If you want to lift up between the phrases, it's fine, but the phrase, for the most part, ends on the dotted half note. Like in measure 8 here. That's the end of a phrase, and here, you gotta lift up anyway, you gotta move. Otherwise, you're connecting it all here. Lift up. So you can lift up between the phrases if you want. That's about it as far as articulation goes. Dynamics, go to the melody wherever it is. Soft. Whatever you think soft is. These, very, very light, very soft. You get medium soft there around, what, measure 9 or so. You hear. The left hand stays very soft. And then measure 13, you get a crescendo. Here, yeah, and they got, that's your, you're going to swell to go up to there. So it's medium soft and loud. And then come back down. Now at measure 17, you're moderately loud. The left hand's still soft. I'll measure around 28, 29, 30 in there. You get the hairpin. The hairpin is above the staff. That's because there isn't room to put it between. Doesn't matter. It still means you're going to crescendo. You're going to go from moderately loud to loud. There's not a lot of difference. So here, you take it a measure at a time. You just get a hair louder. So you hear you're moderately loud here, and then on measure 29, you're moderately loud, a little louder, a little louder. Now we're loud here. In the right hand now, because it's the melody. So the left hand got a little louder, it got up to about moderately loud, and then the right hand takes over at loud. On measure 37, there's a diminuendo to start getting softer. So you're loud, it's a little softer, softer, softer. So they also give you a hairpin. It's the same difference. Just the diminuendo just goes all the way to the pianissimo there. So you're going from loud to very soft. You like each measure, loud, a little softer, softer, softer. Now we're very soft. And the left hand is super soft. Yep. And then you're going down to soft, very soft at the end. You're dying away. The last two measures, when I do that, I still want to hear that. That's melody. And this is very soft. So this, you're just stroking this very gently. Stay loose, let the wrist come up a little bit. You're just stroking the key. You're not going straight down on the key. It's easier to play softer if you do this, because when you do this, the downward motion of the key is slower. And the slower the motion, the softer the note. You can actually, on acoustic piano, you get it so slow it won't even sound. That's too soft. We want it, but it's very soft. Don't use the soft pedal if you can help it. I mean, if you need it, you need it, but I would prefer you do this with the fingers. Then the speed, it's slow. You might think 1, 2, 3, that's not slow. Well, on a piano, we don't want to go too slow. And the overall feel of it, we want to feel is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's kind of slow. Yeah, nice and slow. Depends on how much coffee I've had for. Now they've added pedal, and we need pedal on this. We want the overtones, and it's a smeary, misty thing. We're going to smear up this melody intentionally here. It's part of the atmosphere of the piece. It's overlapping. And they're changing it with each measure. Well, let's see what that sounds like. Notes first and then the pedal. Change it after I play the note. That sounds okay? Go for it. Doesn't sound too bad. It's okay. I can deal with the blurriness because, again, it's part of the atmosphere of the piece. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 1. Feel these as you play it. Remember the RIT there in measure 39 where you just slow down a little bit, and then later on you get an all tempo. That means resume the speed you were going before you slowed down. Okay, let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to leave the pedal out because you hear the notes better without the pedal. I'll give us 3 counts. Now I'm not going to do louds and softs either, so we're just checking notes and rhythms. That's all this is for. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.